Okay, YouTube, I finally finished the first phase of my greenhouse. The next phase is to hook up the wind turbines, the miniature wind turbines. But the greenhouse, for the most part, is basically done. It's 8 feet wide by 28 feet long, and it's equipped with actually these louver vents that I installed. I ordered this online. I've also built some cold storage, as you can see here. So I build these cold storage. I still have to put in these automatic vents to this, so I'll get that project done probably about next week. It's actually in our fall season. It's getting very cold. Let me take you inside and show you what's going on. Okay, so this is the actual greenhouse. It's a Gandio greenhouse. There's a couple of things that I noticed from the regular Rion greenhouse that I had is the polycarbonate. This is the polycarbonate from this greenhouse that was installed, and my regular Rion that I upgraded from, the polycarbonate is a lot thinner. I don't know if I can get you an here's a polycarbonate, so you can see the difference. You know, you're getting a much better quality greenhouse compared to the one I have. So this is the one that I have now. It's a lot. I think it's 25 mil. I'm not quite sure, but I'll double check that for you later. And this is the one from the old Rion. The last greenhouse I had that I upgraded from, I had a lot of problems with the doors. I decided to get storm doors. So these are doors that I actually installed. These are regular storm doors. It has the keys, and one nice thing about it, you have these thing here. So in the summertime, you can just leave those open and not worry about critters getting in there or anything like that. So it's a nice view. Okay, so let me put this back up and let me give you a quick view inside. So it's 8 feet wide, 8 feet tall right now, and the trees is really taking off, and you got a lot of room up there. I added the ventilation fans as well to give it a lot of circulation. So a couple of things that you would notice. This is actually worm towers. In each actually these beds, there's actually worm tower. This is a worm tower, and I add my food scrap, eggshells, and all that in there. I got probably 2 or 3 of these in every bed that I have, and I just throw my food scrap with some compost red regular worms. This is part of the tubing that I use. You drill these holes, and then I would probably drill more, and this actually goes way down, and I fill it up and I top it up, you know, for my normal food waste. No meat, no tomatoes, no citrus. Okay. So this is where we are right now. This is the orange tree, and you can see, and you know, this sits 8 feet tall and it's still huge, right? Let's come down here. There's some. This is the kumquat as normal. The avocado is taking off. This is the pomelo, and this tree here is just taking off since I got the increased height. This is the guava, and I can see some guava starting to grow here. This is the actual guava, and you can see, you know, it's really looking great. Aquaponics. This is the aquaponic system. I got you know, peppers there, red and green peppers that I've started. This is the actual fish. Let's take a look at these guys. Now these guys they're huge. What I did, I used, this is about 2 years old, these fish, and I have more inside that I use, that I harvest. But these one in these tanks, I just merely use for spawning and stuff like that. And I just get a lot of tilapia. And it's good circulation, that's very important, good aeration, and I've been successful with it. Let's go back here. Lemongrass, our favorite grass. pomegranate, so its blossom is going. This is the actual reason why I decided to extend the greenhouse another 4 feet, and I upgraded to another style. And I'll get into some more characteristics of the differences that from Rion to this greenhouse. One of the things that I noticed, it has good support, cross support. There's cross support here, there's side support here, there's more cross support at the top. It's just very well built. It's going to be my first snow season, if you will, that I'm going to test it out. But just from the sheer look of how this thing is put together, and it's actually aluminum. This is like solid steel and aluminum. This ain't going anywhere. So yeah, this is the actual fig tree that I have. Around this time, all these figs will be gone because of the frost. We had frost. We had minus 4 degrees last night. But you can see, you know, now that it's in here, you know, I'm gonna get a lot more fig. That guy looks like it's just about ready there. And this fig tree is just loaded, and with the increased height, it's just doing well. Over on this side, I've added these banana trees that I didn't get a chance to add. This is actual passion fruit vine. So I'm gonna train that to go up there. And this is another style of fig. This is actually black turkey. This is the one over there is Italian, sweet Italian fig. This is black turkey, and I wanted to try that out. Over here, this is interesting. This is I believe a star apple. I noticed today that it was starting to blossom. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I could go around right there. The blossoms are actually starting to come up, so that's good. This is the jackfruit, and this is what it looks like. Let me, if I can zoom in on that. That's the jackfruit. Yeah. And over here you got sapodilla, or kneesberry. Some people call it kneesberry, but it's actually sapodilla. And I noticed from this bed, they're starting to form sapodilla. And what I did differently from lessons learned, I actually have this bed heated. I found out I had jackfruit before and it didn't do well. So this whole bed heats up, and I maintained the soil with that and actually the banana tree. And I found that since I did that, I'm getting actual blossoms, and I'm getting fruit set forming on this tree. Again, every bed has these worm towers. These are actual compost worm towers. Eggshells are in there, all my food scrap I put in there, and the plant just loves it. And over here, this is my regular pomelo. I mean, it always does well every year. This is, I don't know if you can see that, it's just huge, guys. I don't know, it's what, 5 centimeters going on 5 to 6 centimeters, I figure, going on 8, it's not done yet. And I noticed that it also started to blossom more on this side. You can see there are more pomelo starting to form. I don't know, I'll probably get 4 or 5 on this side. And it's just, it's taking off. There's another guy in relation to this guy over here, which is relatively small, and I would say that's like an average grapefruit size to this monster back here. It's gonna get like this after, which is great. Over in this side, I have the mango as normal. And I noticed on the mango tree, blossoms are coming out. This is the blossom from the mango. So, you know, in a couple of weeks, you'll see mango would start to form on there. I'll come back and do a video. Over on this side, you have the lime as usual start to blossom. So all the trees are doing well. I know this is kind of quick. I don't want to drag off the video too long. Yeah, more oranges, more oranges over here, more navel oranges over here. So I'm just gonna kind of just give one last video without any, this is the kumquat forming here, without any voice, just to kind of let you see what I've done. Okay, so the next phase of the greenhouse is to add the wind power and the battery banks to power the lights that you see at the top. I'll come and do a shoot on that when that's done, so you see what's going on. Okay, have a good one.